/afternoon for footy. And the teams will go at it in the ruck, and it's Carlton kicking to the right, Williamstown to the left. O'Brien got it down very quickly to Emily Eves, who's taking the captain's reins today. Kicks it inside the attacking 50, and this could be a red-hot start for the Seagulls, and it is! What a superb goal from Georgia House. It took all of 30 seconds. Huge roar from the Williamstown bench. And they will be exuberant right now. Elation aplenty amongst the team. Look at them get around House. Returned after 4 years, 2021 to 2025, there was a gap. Had a good week last week and another clearance here for the Seagulls, who would be riding high with confidence. Their midfield is going to be right on top, you'd think. They played in a prelim last year. Very handy outfit. They know how to use their home ground well, but can travel as well. Thudded forward by O'Brien, the evergreen 42-year-old. 43, I should say. Kick forward for the Blues, and that's a nice grab taken. The Seagulls can move it forward through Shani Whiting. Whiting takes it for a run and goes as long as she possibly can inside the attacking 50. Comes out the back. How are the hands? They could be good. Spoiled off the boot of D'Agostino. And the Blues can now try and force it out. Fitzgerald. Kick towards the boundary line. Only goes as far as DeAngelis. Fitzgerald again. Tries to go in there, had it stripped. I think we're going to get a stoppage. So very good start for the Seagulls, taking all of 30 seconds to kick that opener. Doing all the attacking so far. Another stoppage out there. The height of Grace Matza certainly is going to come into the effect, I think. Another stoppage. So we do see a lot of this in the VFLW. Midfielders so important. It's why the likes of Alana Barber and Co at North Melbourne are doing so well. Maddie DeCosmo. Why they are regarded in such high esteem. And now the Seagulls can go inside 50. Whiting's kick was smothered. It was a good one, but she butted up and went again. Kicked it long towards goal. Touched. So dangerous is Shani Whiting. Team of the year last year. Prolific forward, but playing a little bit further down the ground at the moment. A new role in 2025. 7-0 is the score at the moment in favour of the Seagulls. Another stoppage. An absolutely hot start for Williamstown. They will be extremely happy with that. Free kick paid. So they can get it inside 50 again through Eves. The kick not so good, but the mark dropped. It was Mary Robinson down there for the Blues who spilled that. These two teams in varying fortunes in 2025. Williamstown with an epic win last week over Sandringham, 29-28. Sandy previously undefeated. North Melbourne jumped on that and went top. Quick kick out came from Georgia Jackson, but only as far as Zoe Day, whose kicking board wasn't great. And now Lier can get there. Oh, that is almost a coat hanger of a tackle on Nadia von Bertuk. Jackson gets the quick overlap and the kick forward. Goes over the head of Lier. Or Lemire, I should say. Williamstown on the mark, spilled by Howes. Now they can move it forward, the Blues. In the helmet down there is Danica DeSanto, and she finds a teammate in Emily Hurley. Hurley's kick inside 50, goes over the pack, and this could work out very well for Plunkett. It does. The Blues are on the board too. Nice response from this Carlton outfit. She kicked 1 goal 5 this year before today, and that came last week. So it was a lean season for Talia Plunkett, but she's on the board now. 2 goals 5 for season 2025. Great start to this contest. The disposal winners at the moment, Thornycroft, coming out of retirement this year, the 35-year-old with 4, Shani Whiting 3, Emily Eves with 3 for the Seagulls, and Von Bertuk, Fitzgerald and DeMeo with 2 each for the Blues. So they haven't had much of it, Carlton, but they are on the board in this round 6 clash with the highly fancied Williamstown. And an exquisite tackle from Summer Hall, but called too high. I thought that was holding the ball, ducking her head. Surely. And Marnie trapped at the bottom of it. Kat O'Brien back in this week for Williamstown. She's having a little rest. Such a prolific player. Game 17, 10th in hitouts this year. Ruby Marnie back into the team this week as well. Thudded forward. Here is Howes, who kicked that ripping first goal. Goes around the corner. Mark Wall, called play on. Umpire said it touched the ground. Williamstown, they are boisterous out there. It was Mia Fuller who couldn't quite trap the ball. Crystal Russell trying to do her own roving as well. Tap over the top, very clever from Leah. It comes out to Plunkett, who kicked the goal before. Now they can overlap it to the wing. Here, Carlton. That's a strong grab taken on the outer side by Emily Hurley. Hurley's kick to the advantage of the opposition. Blue against the Blues. Takes a bounce. Her kick. Oh, the intercept mark dropped, and Emily Eves pouncing. Another stoppage. So the hit-out battle, I think, is going to be one that we enjoy watching. Grace Matzer already leading that 8 on 8. And the clearance game. Emily Eves with 2 already. We're going to see a lot of those. Leah taken. One hand pings. Will the umpire say holding the ball? No. We'll get a ball up. So the goal kickers at the moment. Plunkett for the Blues. Georgia Howes for the Seagulls. Held without it. Surely there, Georgia Jackson. She is. Might have been ready to take an advantage, but they'll reset here. On the outer side, they don't have too much going on. The kick is dangerous inboard, and it's intercepted. Marnie now sees something she likes. Will it get over the top? No, she was looking for Simpson. And thudded forward. That is absolutely splendid by Barker. Will it go all the way? Almost took a right bounce, but it didn't quite get there. Thudded it to her own advantage. Williamstown extend that lead by just the solitary point. Carlton down by 2, looking to really rectify things this season and go even with Williamstown, who was so highly fancied for the flag last year. Marnie barging her way through. Got it as far as Leah, but nothing coming of it. Sharks go at it once more. The tackling pressure from the Blues. They had a pretty dismal day last week against Darebin on Saturday afternoon, but they were +8 in tackles, so they know how to find the body. Darebin did have a lot more of the ball. The kick forward and the mark taken by Howes. Oh, it's been called a push. And Williamstown, the bench is furious. You could hear the cheers and then the jeers when it was called a free kick. As they burst their way through here, Carlton, it was beautifully done by Trindade, and the kick forward not so good, only to the advantage of Blue, who arches the back and runs around. The kick is a good one to Barker. Is that 50? No. Barker's kick inboard. Sound okay. Wrigley takes it for a stride and kicks long towards half forward, and that is a big collision down there between Simpson and Von Bertuk. Simpson still down. Still down. Smart. Is it a smart kick? Arm chop. Williamstown have the opportunity here, and that is a good kick. Running in, playing on. Oh no, just have a shot at goal. That is an absolute coach killer, but that should work out for O'Brien, and it does. All's well that ends well. D'Agostino should have had the shot, and Carlton said, you know what, we'll give it right back. The evergreen 42-year-old Cat O'Brien kicks Williamstown second, and they move out to an 8-point advantage. The Seagulls were so good in 2024, unlucky not to make the grand final. Did such a power of work. I did a game last year at their home ground at DSV Stadium in Williamstown, and against Geelong they conceded 1 goal and piled on 13 of their own. They were magnificent. Trindade did really well to get it out. Plunkett's kick inside 50. How will it bounce? Williamstown's defence just so sure of themselves. Wrigley barges past Spegan to Smart. Such clean ball movement. One-on-one. Ball spills the ground on the outer side. Quick kick comes out, and it might just work out, possibly. Thudded down, and the Blues can go forward through Trindade once more. Goes over the top. The race is on. Whiting. High floater. Oh, mark spilled by Hurley. Umpire's surely not paid that, but play on is the call. Comes down to Lemire. High kick from McCarthy. Not so good. Spoiled back into play. And Williamstown can mop it up and kick it forward once more. Bursting through is Leah. Looking to kick it to the advantage of her teammate in Tegan Brett. Not going to work out. Robinson couldn't trap the ball. Brett did really well to get the kick forward. Here's Howes. Had to lean forward when she picked it up, and she's wrapped up by 2 of them and holding the ball. Brilliant tackling. Emma Horn, the first one to meet Howes, who's looking very dangerous. Intercepted nicely there by Shani Whiting. Oh, sorry, I should say Ruby Marnie. Apologies. Lemire tries to switch the play. It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. Didn't quite come for Eves, but she follows up with the tackle. And that could be holding the ball. It's not. It's down, and Leah got the handball away. Only came as far as Thornycroft. And nicely done Right at the death there from Sophie Damon. Her kick to Trindade, who's been quite busy early. Having a good morning so far, and a strong grab. Taken by Burke. Burke is 9th in goals this season with 6. Right up there with the very best. Trindade, another disposal for her. Doing such a wonderful job. Now the Blues, can they manufacture something? They can. Fitzgerald, is that 50? I think she dropped it when she felt a little hand on it, but might have been from her teammate. Burke takes the mark. Had a teammate calling for it in Scott, but now she's just got to go long. And a strong grab taken by McCarthy. So she's got a couple of one-on-ones inside 50, had the lead. Was it a mark? No. Trying to claim it. They're the Seagulls. It was Gabriella DeAngelis. Ball up once more. Another one coming. Socket off the ground, and now the Seagulls can try and push it forward. D'Agostino couldn't really manufacture anything. Came forward from DeMeo. Wrigley. Oh, well, she got taken with it, and the Blues had the overlapping handball to come out. Didn't use it. Pile driving tackle. India Barker looking lively already this morning. Just over 17 minutes in this opening term. Soccer forward is good. Williamson did well, but then handball back into trouble. Eves taken with it. How did she get rid of it? Umpire gave her the benefit of the doubt. Carlton just struggling to get that ball forward, and when they do, Williamstown's defence is so strong. They set up so well, get goal side. When the ball goes over the pack, the way they read the play is exemplary as they look to get themselves back in to finals positions. Does the ball come over the back? Desperate defending from Von Bertuk. Rucks at it again. Russell got the hit out and trying to barge her way through, or didn't quite work there from Scott, and the high tackle comes. And unfortunately for Carlton, Mia D'Agostino is going to be having a shot from a very slight angle here at Icon Park. Kicking towards the Lygon Street end of the ground. Under 90 seconds to go in this first term. Missing to the left. 5 disposals last week for D'Agostino. That would have been a really good start for her. 9-point buffer for the Seagulls. Can the Blues make a quick transition and get one before the quarter time break, or can Williamstown force it inside 50? Play on. The Blues know how long to go. Williamstown just trying to get players around the ball so that nothing else comes through. Maybe get one for themselves right on the buzzer. Kicked forward by Scott. Not quite working out. Trindade did really well. Can the Blues manufacture something? Lucy Burke using all of her craft. Can't quite get there. The kick comes away for the Seagulls. Can the Blues intercept? Lots of players down there. And that is the siren. Opening term done and dusted. It's the trip over the West Gate and off at Flemington Road. From DSV Stadium, nowhere near as much wind. Tap and roving came from O'Brien. And another quick kick forward. Leah won't be the first to get there. Von Bertuk to DeMeo to Trindade. So a couple of them linking up. Flooded forward, trying to claim the mark down there is Blue. Umpire seeing right through that. Brian and Matza once more. Matza this time did really well. Got it down to Trindade, whose handball was just a nobody in particular. Jackson. O'Brien doing a little bit of roving and blind turning. She's rolling back the clock this quarter. The kick forward. Looking for Howes. Did really well. The handball was, looked okay off the hand, but came towards D'Agostino. Pack of players surrounding the ball. Von Bertuk trying to barge her way through and couldn't. Kick forward from Eves. Ended up going all the way through. Looking a little bit dangerous, and the kick's outside 50. And undid Damon's good work, and Eves takes the intercept mark right on forward 50 for the Seagulls, and her kick not so good, but it might work out. Handball will come back to Eves, who can have a second crack at it. That second crack was smothered. Then she goes in for the tackle. Might still end up with it. Georgia Jackson in at the bottom of it as well. Here is Eves for a third crack at the kick inside 50. It's a little bit of a chaos ball. It might just work out. Trying to paddle it to her own advantage with Simpson. And they've got it right where they want it to the Seagulls. O'Brien and Matza once more. Can O'Brien do some more roving off her own ruck work? Well, the quick kick did come out there from Wrigley. And now things could work out. Thornycroft. It came to Brett, who goes for the banana. Goes across the face of goal. Simpson is there. Tackles Fuller. Now they can move it out through Fitzgerald, but another intercept mark. Well, no, it's spilled. And the soccer came through. Wrigley running everywhere, solving some candy, but then putting her teammate into trouble. Burke intercepted the handball, got it to ground. That's not going anywhere. 3 minutes gone in this second quarter. Free kick paid. Holding the ball. They had more than enough time. Chop of the arms as well. Just hear a couple of little remarks from the Williamstown bench, which is right down below our commentary box. To the outer side, Fitzgerald. It's the handball off to Di Donato. Kick inside 50, only finds Whiting. Part of that Rebel team of the year last year. She was prolific as a forward. Oh no, that is an awkward error to make there for Wrigley, but she manages to get herself some time. Takes a bounce, a kick over the head of her teammate in Tegan Brett. Now they can move it forward. D'Agostino goes for the thud. This could work out really well. Just has to paddle it forward to her own advantage. Was she held without it? Umpire said no. Damon to DeMeo. Now they can try and motor it on. Fitzgerald Going back with the flight was Barker, but it ended up coming out with her opposing number 16. The goal kicker for the Blues in Plunkett. Blue runs away from Burke. Stumbled as she kicked it. Leah snaps inside attacking 50. Who can trap it? Matza. Trindade. Half back on the near side. Instructions being barked at her from the interchange. Looking for McCarthy. Got both arms up. Couldn't take the mark. Umpire will say it's mine. Thornycroft with 12 disposals for the Seagulls. Eves with 10. Amy Trindade with 10 for the Blues. And Steph DeMayo with 7 for Carlton. Clearances going the way of Ash Thornycroft and Emily Eves, 9 between them. Carlton have had just the 2 more disposals, so they're getting the ball. Plunkett doing really well. The kick has to come. It does. Jackson gets it inside 50. What can Burke do? She tries to get the handball to McCarthy, who has to pick it up quickly. Here is Plunkett. Vacant goal square. She'll want to try and get it to bounce. Next best option is the boundary. And that's where it goes. Inside 50s. 13-7 in favour of the Seagulls. Clearances 14-9. Carlton have taken more marks and laid 15 more tackles. So when Williamstown get the ball, they're in a pressure cooker. Want it in the back. Another stoppage inside Carlton's attacking 50. Bursting their way through, and it's a bit of a pile driving tackle, and yeah, Plunkett does give away that free kick. Oh, it's a dangerous one from Gus. And equally as dangerous down there. So now they can try and move it forward. Oh, the kick. McCarthy was on her own inside 50. DeAngelis overran it. McCarthy just needs to get the handball away or try and dribble it through herself. Did neither. Simpson. Oh, sorry, that was Eloise Freeman. Apologies. A kick inside attacking 50 from Scott. Doesn't work out. Williamson. For DeAngelis. Got her. Now the overlapping run. How will it work out? Tegan Brett will want to be first to it. DeMayo will chase her. Brett tries to twirl around, doesn't quite work. The kick not trapped either. Bit of a lazy tackle and it's high. Robinson. To Scott. Damon. Von Bertuk. Short passing, working out to Santo. Back to Von Bertuk. To McCarthy. Can't take the mark. Does some good roving down there though. She's on top of it, and Williamstown trying to force it out here. We'll get a ball up right inside the centre circle. Sophie Damon does really well. Now takes it for a run. Gets the handball away, but might have overcooked it. Plunkett did beautifully there. Scott. Long kick. Carlton have had their opportunities going inside 50. The last one to McCarthy. And Plunkett shot on goal. Certainly the best of them. Lemire tries to effect the tackle. And now it's a race, but the Seagulls are going to swoop on it like a chip. There's a little bit of argy-bargy going on down there. Matza just saying, get away from me. Taking issue with Thornycroft. That's going to come out as a free kick. Can Octavia Di Donato kick? Oh, look at the bounce. It was a free kick to Matza for holding. The kick looked wonderful off advantage. And the bounce, it pretty much sums up how Carlton's inside 50 ratio is going at the moment. Thudded through for a rush behind. That hurts. But the Blues do score first in this second quarter. 8-point lead for Williamstown, 15-7. Can move it off half back, in a bit of trouble, but the kick does come in the end. And the intercept from Trindade, who's had a very good morning so far. That kick in board, it was risky, and it hasn't quite come off. Thornycroft, they move it now. Here's DeAngelis, takes a bounce, goes for the one-on-one. Tegan Brett, she's going to have to run. The kick was not to her advantage at all. Brett will paddle it to her own advantage, and she played for it beautifully. Free kick for holding. So Tegan Brett. Inside, oh, the kick just at the feet of Simpson, who, well, she's surely getting held down there. Williamstown cannot believe it. Ruby Marnie was standing there saying, are you kidding me? Another stoppage. So some squandered opportunities from both teams in this second quarter. They get the crisp ball movement from half back, and it's just that finishing touch that isn't quite working. Trindade overran it. Does come out in the end. Brett, her kick is just high to nobody in particular. Jackson. It's going to stay in play. Day tackled. So disposals, the Blues have had 5 more. Inside 50s, Williamstown 15-9. Clearances, Williamstown leads 16-11 marks, Carlton 21-11. Tackles, Carlton 42-25. So they are pouncing when they need to, the Blues. If you've just joined us, Williamstown kicked the first goal in the first 30 seconds of the game, thanks to Georgia House. Have not been headed at all. O'Brien kicked Williamstown's second goal late in the first. Strong grab. Emma Horn called to move it on. Just long to a pack. McCarthy will fly from the back. Seagulls can try and burst their way through. They keep forcing it forward. Leah shrugs 1, 2, got the kick away, didn't quite come off. Brittany Gray taken with it, and another stoppage to come. Thudded down. Jackson's handball. It'll be picked up by Thornycroft. Needs to be clever. Wasn't as good as she would have liked. Leah kicks inside 50. Gray takes the mark. But still a kick and a half from home. Whiting has made the move inside 50. Doesn't go to her, Gray. Spills to ground. Nobody really down there. It does come out. And the Seagulls grab another. It's Leah. And the first of the second goes the way of the blue and yellow. extended now to 14. Kiera Leah just pounced. Just her 8th disposal. So not too bad. She's having a good afternoon or good morning. 2 tackles to go with that as well. Second career VFLW goal in game 14. So in the end, just weight of numbers going inside 50. They're going to work against you. And if you're Carlton, you need to try and rectify that. Can they get it back inside 50 and try and get the instant reply? Oh, the kick came off the teammate there. It was Emily Hurley. And bursting through his eaves. Well, she's got time. The bounce didn't quite work. She'll go and pick it up. And this will go very, very nicely. Gray, she's got a teammate in the goal square. And it's taken. Almost didn't think it was going to come off, but Molly Simpson on her own for about 30 seconds, and she should go back and put through the 4th for the Seagulls this afternoon. To extend the margin to 20. The former Hawk, 3 disposals last week. The Williamstown bench, well, they'll tell you the story. 20 points. That's the margin. Absolutely brilliant. It's Molly Simpson's 2nd goal of the season. Kicked one against the Cats in round 3. Williamstown were able to record a 64-17 win. Former Box Hill Hawk came at the end of 2023. Blood rule called, I believe. No, I saw the umpire raise his arm, or yes, there might be. Grace Matza with a bit of claret coming from the nose or the mouth. I can just see her running off now. 2nd ruck nomination as Matza comes off for a little bit of attention. Eves tried to burst their way through. Thornycroft has had 17 for Williamstown, and the Blues now, well, they really need the instant reply. Things not going their way in this 2nd quarter. They had the only score of it before Kiera Lear's goal, and that was just the solitary behind. Probably should have been a goal. Not sure how that was disposed of, but the tackling pressure from Williamstown, exquisite there. It down, and Leah tries to get the quick kick away. Eves bursting her way through, got a little dinky kick forward. Thornycroft soccers it off the ground. Blues wanted in danger, I think, and that is a brilliant tackle from Simpson. Doesn't quite get the reward that she deserves. Maslin, Plunkett drops the mark, and then she's stripped of it. Smart did very well there. Mark should have been taken there by Plunkett. Summerhall towards Burke. Comes over the back, and Trindade gets it to Di Donato. Back to Trindade, who handled it straight to Leah. And the kick goes from Gus inside attacking 50. Going to meet it is Howes. She's met strongly. A stoppage for the Seagulls. Probably the final play of the second term. Up we go. Flooded down. Hall got it towards McCarthy. Doing really nicely was Wrigley, but that will be it for the second quarter here, and it's Williamstown who managed to eke out a couple of goals late, and it's a 20-point buffer, 4-3-27. Williamson kick inside attacking 50. Oh, that was very clever. Can they run onto it? Tegan Brett. Oh, you bet they can. Deja vu to the left-hand side of screen. What a tap. What a kick. And Tegan Brett puts another dagger into the Blues. Margin out to 26. It took all of 25 seconds in the first half. And the second, well, I reckon they're even quicker. Lightning strikes twice to the left-hand side of screen. The Lygon Street end, very fruitful for the Seagulls. What can the Blues conjure up against this rampant Williamstown team? Freeman didn't quite get it out properly. Whiting goes in over the top. Up we go again. So all single goal scorers for the Seagulls. Leah, Brett, Howes, O'Brien and Simpson. Coming through is Lamaya. That's just a high kick in hope, hoping for something to come of it. Whiting just chops the arms, does beautifully. Very clever from Blue as well. Trindade, oh, she's dragged it in. And she is very, very lucky. Attack on the ball there from Di Donato. McCarthy's there, had a couple of chances in the second quarter. Just gave her opponent a little bit of a tug. The high kick to clear it doesn't quite work, and Hannah Scott takes the intercept mark for the Blues. The kick inboard is a risky one. Doesn't quite come off, but it doesn't go poorly either. They'll lock it up. At the bottom of it was Mary Robinson. Leah got the snap into the middle of the ground. It took a little off break. Nathan Lyon would have been happy with that. Again, this Williamstown defence, nigh on impenetrable. Conceded 28 points against what were the ladder leaders in Sandringham last week. They kicked 29. They've already beaten that today. No mark taken inside attacking 50. Oh no, that's got to be holding the ball. And it is. The Blues will get a shot on goal. There was absolutely nothing Wrigley could do. And Kira Lemire will be desperate to get her team back on the goals list. Haven't kicked one since the opening term. For her first goal in VFLW. Straight through. And look at how much they love it. In her second game, Kira Lemire is on the board. The Northern Knights products Had 9 disposals and 4 tackles on debut. But that's the one you always want. The first goal. And it gives the Blues a little bit of life. Back to 20 points, the half-time margin. Another one for the Blues. Could make it interesting. 4.5 minutes gone in this third term. Great forward pressure. Thornycroft trying to soccer it off the ground. Couldn't quite. DeMeo got a small kick forward. She'll get another kick forward this time. DeSanto couldn't take the mark. Fitzgerald wrapped up immediately by Barker. So just every time Carlton seem to get a clear possession, Williamstown are there. And it's the same the other way around. Carlton, their tackling numbers are staggering so far. 57 already to 36. And the Blues will go inside 50 once more. Goes through the pack. Blue with her trademark run and dash. How's the kick? Not so good. But it might actually work out. Here's Simpson. Well, she has a player forward. Couldn't quite get the handball through to her. Thornycroft dropped the ball. Von Bertuk just says it's anybody else's problem. Kicks it towards half forward. Freeman runs inboard. Over the head of Marnie. Went in so hungry. Umpire says my ball. So yeah, tackles 57 to 36. Carlton's 20-25 average is 76.4. So they're a high tackling team. When you don't have the ball as much, you can certainly skyrocket the numbers or increase them. But they've had the ball today. They've had their opportunities, Carlton. The pressure's there. Get it balled up once more. Six and a half gone. Ball bouncing every which way. Hall can't quite pick it up. They managed to work it out. Scott finds Matza, who dropped it. Could bring them unstuck. They'll get the kick forward. Won't work out. Freeman. Dangerous kick. Just came out. It was very clever from Blue. Strong tackling from Danica DeSanto. Wearing the helmet. The kick was overcooked. Trying to run onto it is Lucy Burke. Needs to follow up with the tackle on Barker. She does. They lock it in. Can they get consecutive goals, Carlton? Can they cause some panic? Russell hacks it away. Von Bertuk. Robinson. Inside 50. The mark taken. Still a kick and a half from home. Lemire. Inside. Oh, the mark not taken. Freeman needs to be good. She dropped it. So the pressure from the Blues. And things starting to boil over a little bit. A bit of push and shove. Plunkett in there. Plunkett trying to force her way through. Couldn't quite. Tossed up. Russell went up unopposed. Freeman doing really well to try and paddle it to her advantage. Marnie left without it. Handball came out by Freeman. And again, another stoppage. The hit-out winners at the moment. Matza 19, Russell 16. Have a look at the clearances for you shortly. Players just being met with the ultimate ferocity, and that time it goes too far. And it'll be a free kick Smart. Her kick was risky. Fitzgerald juggled the mark, which didn't help her. Barging her way through. Well, that was Wrigley. Tried to turn through, dropped the ball, and no free kick. Interesting decisions coming this afternoon, and we have hit the afternoon now. 12:15 local time. Clearances, Thornycroft with 7 for the Seagulls, Eves with 4 for the Blues, Georgia Jackson with 5, and Amy Trindade with 3. Donato and DeMeo also with 3 for the Blues. Scott with 2. And the leading clearance winners on the ground. So, free kick to the Blues. Burke wants 50. Won't get it. Williamstown a little bit louder here this afternoon. The kick right to the teeth of goal. The mark. Oh, it got paid. It got paid. And it's Speggin for a second game overall. Hasn't kicked a goal at VFL level. That'll remain that way. Could have had 2 first goal kickers in a quarter. That does not happen much. Second game overall. Last played in round 14 against Darebin last year. Bit of dash outside defensive 50. This might actually work out for the Seagulls. Leah kicked a nice goal in the second, put Thornycroft under immense pressure. Still at the bottom of it and ends up coming up with the free possession. It'll be a free kick for Too High. She'll pull the kick, looking for Whiting. Stood under it bravely. A lot of feel in this contest now. Eves, been a bit quieter in this third quarter. Brilliant kick. Should have been marked by DeAngelis. Tried to get it to Wrigley. Barged off it. Eves will go back in and she'll pile drive Mary Robinson into the ground. Up again. DeAngelis' kick was just high in hope. Smart will try and run onto it. Got Roxy Maslin for company. Play on called. Lemire back to Maslin. Now she's tackled. It's still play on called. How can you call play on twice? Unbelievable. Nevertheless, it's 1-1, so I guess we do end up with the ball in the right position. Mark spilled. Now the Blues can try and forge it forward. They need to be clean. Overrunning it was Day. And now they can go inside 50. Hall gets the one-on-one. She was after Speggins down there. Has Wrigley, who's running everywhere. Oh, she's in big trouble, Wrigley. And she can't wriggle her way out. And Speggin will have a chance again at her first goal in VFLW footy. Game number 2. Runs around. And again, can't quite find the goal. So the Blues are coming. They are coming. Margin. And an even 3 goals. 2-3 to 5-3. Having their opportunities and 2 pretty decent ones there for Speggin. Now it'll go. Oh, that is a brilliant tackle It's really gone up another notch. Hall had to be quicker to get rid of it. Had the wind up on the kick. Williamson, Whiting couldn't take the mark, but backs her body. Barge through Trindade. Doesn't really have much help. Scott to Matza. Just bangs it onto the boot. How will it bounce? McCarthy couldn't get the tackle away. The kick not so good. Freeman, she's barged off it. Donato did pretty well. Plunkett kicked the first goal. Hall got a little kick away. Ended up working out all right. Donato, Scott, they need to get it on the boot. It's going to go towards McCarthy, who can't trap it. 15 minutes gone in this third term. Under 5 minutes to go. If the Blues can get one, we'll have a grandstand finish. The tap came and Hurley got it down, but a clear defensive 50 again for Williamstown. DeAngelis tries to dribble it. Williamson kicks it as far as she can. Damon has a handball over the top. Didn't want to use the inboard option. They'll go towards half forward. It works out nicely. Scott stood under it bravely. She'll kick inboard. It's going to work out there too. Donato. They have options inside 50. McCarthy will fly. Can't take the mark. It'll spill the ground. McCarthy needs to go with the second effort. Maslin. Hurley. Brought to ground by Blue. Under 4 to go. Can the Blues trim the margin again and get back-to-back goals? They've had chances to do it. Williamstown again in the first 30 seconds. That's twice in this contest now that they've opened things up so well. Donato tried to sort of kick it out of mid-air with a volley. Another stoppage. They won a thriller last week, the Seagulls, against Sandringham. They know how to win the close games. Thornycroft overruns it. A clearance worth its weight in gold. It was a small one, but again, nothing coming through. Thornycroft has had 7 of them today. A lot of stoppages. This might go the way of the Seagulls. It does. Smart taken high. Coach screaming territory. Liam Kavanagh would be very pleased with how his team has defended today. Strong from Russell. Kick forward and the Blues can get there first, but Damon only paddled it away from her teammate Barker inside 50. Robinson takes the saving mark. They'll want to move it quickly. Under 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. They'll want one before the three-quarter time break. Day inside the arc for Williamstown. Robinson again. Kick towards the outer side. Maslin. Works out well. Plunkett. They've got 1:20 to go. 3 goals in arrears. DeSanto in at the bottom of it. What will Liam Kavanagh and Asta O'Connor, former premiership player with the Dogs in 2018. What will the instructions be? Williamstown, just keep defending like you're defending. Blues, maybe a bit braver ball movement to try and win this game and win game 2 for the year. Only win against the Cats in round 3. "30 seconds on the clock. The Blues won the quarter by 2 points. And this will evidently, I reckon, be the last play of this third term. Indeed, it will. So the Blues couldn't quite get that second consecutive goal in this quarter. They had opportunities to do it, but can they do it early in the last? It's 18-point winners. Thornycroft for the Seagulls with 21, leading all comers. Eves 14, Barker 12 for the Blues. Trindade 17, Scott 16, DiDonato 11. The goal kickers, all singles for the Seagulls. Leah, Brett, Howes, O'Brien and Simpson. And for the Blues, Lemire, Plunkett. Or Lemire and Plunkett. Scott, Von Bertuk, DiDonato, Thornycroft, another disposal. DeMayo had a lot of it early, gone a bit quieter, went backwards and may not have helped her. Team stats, the Blues have had 10 more disposals. Almost equal and inside 50s, 23-20 in favour of the Seagulls. So the Blues really rectified things late in that third quarter. That will bounce on the boundary line and stay in for a throw in, so not out on the full. Hit outs, Blues 44-30, clearances 29-23 to Williamstown, marks 30-20 in favour of Carlton, and 76 tackles in 3 and a bit quarters of football. The Blues tackling machines already at their average with the better part of a quarter to go. DiDonato. Damon flirting with danger, and that's why you've got to be careful. The soccer off the ground didn't quite work. The kick needs to come from Robinson. It actually works out okay. And from Jackson, McCarthy has had an almost afternoon. Through there was Megan Williamson. Tried to meet it quickly. Holding the ball, paid to Carlton. That's against O'Brien. Just a long kick from Damon, looking for McCarthy. Edged underneath it, nothing coming of it. Spilled to ground. Day's kick intercepted. Jackson. Oh, the handball. That could be catastrophic. Lucky that Carlton are such ferocious tacklers, because that handball really should have brought them unstuck. Holding free kick. Paid by the non-controlling umpire that was standing about 30 metres away. Kick forward by DiDonato. Now it goes inside 50. It's a race. Lemire is there, kicked her first earlier, gets the handball off to Plunkett, who kicked the Blues first, and it's the mark taken. McCarthy, I said she'd had an almost afternoon. This could be massive. Has kicked 3 goals this year. The former Seagull and Rue, but highlight the Seagull because she's against her former team, to trim the margin to 12 points. Sophia McCarthy. It's good. And the Blues have a bit of life. 2 goals in a row for the first time today. And the margin trimmed back to 12. It's an even 2 goals. Excellent ball movement. They were clean. And it was the two earlier goal kickers combining, Plunkett and Lemire. Fourth goal of the year for Sophia McCarthy against her old club as well. She would have enjoyed that. And we'll go back up in the middle. Still more than 15 minutes of game time to go. If the Blues can get a quick clearance, who knows? We really might be on for that grandstand finish. But they had to kick more goals in this final quarter than they had for the first three. So still stacked against them with the way Williamstown have defended. But momentum is a wonderful thing in football. Free kick Carlton again. So they will get that possession. Here's Di Donato. It's a low data inside 50. Bounced every which way and ended up working out well for Shani Whiting. She's done a mountain of work down in defence. Simpson can't trap it. Fuller. A quiet afternoon. Marnie. Wrapping up Von Bertug. So the Blues evening up this inside 50 count. They'll be pleased with that considering Williamstown were so far ahead. Von Bertug picking it up. Probably could have socketed that one off the ground just to get some space and go forward. Get a bit of a chaos ball forward. Clearance vital here. DeSanto. Kick from Fitzgerald only goes as far as the opposition. Tap forward. Lucy Burke has a lot of work to do. Georgia Howes was on the prowl. Damon's kick into space, but the Williamstown teammates fight over it. It was Eves and Barker, and they look at each other and say sorry. Just needed to do a bit more talking. Quick hack forward for the Blues. McCarthy in a one-on-one. And it's won by Gus, who can take a bounce, chooses not to, kicks it forward. Pack flies, Damon's there, she's got help. Utilises Scott. And her kick out wide, well, it's going to come straight back in. Eves arches the back. Her kick inside 50 is a good one. D'Agostino. Her kick intercepted. Fuller. Keeps it wide. Scott. They'll repel it outside. Defensive 50 once more. Trindade. Taken as soon as she took possession. 7.5 gone. One quick goal for the Blues can turn this match on its head. Williamstown still defending so grimly, as they have done all day. They've led since the 30-second mark, or probably 25-second mark of the opening quarter. Thanks to a Georgia Howes goal. Some crisp ball movement. Megan Williamson down at the moment. Is she getting up? She's okay. The trainers are running to her, waving them away. Matzo got it down. Probably another stoppage. And Williamstown, they'll be happy with this. They'll get numbers around the ball and defend like they have done all day. Try and limit Carlton's space. Socked forward by Williamson, who just got knocked down a moment ago. Damon arches the back. Kicking across goal is very risky. It's a foot race between Brett and Fitzgerald. Brett did really well, but she was wrapped up, got the handball out only as far as Fitzgerald. And then last woman standing was Fuller in the end. Got the kick away just. Lemire needs to get the handball away. Arches the back. The kick ended up working out for the Blues. Hurley, the handball out. Di Donato's there. And another ball up. So they're pushing hard, Carlton. They want their second win of this season. Williamstown, they want their fourth. and a spot in the 6. The Dogs' position in jeopardy at the moment. Essendon sitting on top. Brian stripped of it. Plays around the ball again. An abundance of stoppages today. And we'll get another one. "86 of them, in fact. Holding the ball. Free kick to the Blues. So here we go. Do they have another 2 goals in them? They still need a couple more scores. Mark taken. Lemire. DeMeo inside 50. Oh, Hurley couldn't take the mark. At the bottom of the pack is Summerhall. The Blues have it where they want it. But they might have to worry about a few more stoppages. Bursting through is Trindade. Tried to affect the play. The kick is a risky one, and that is a splendid mark. As good as it gets from Barker. And now they can go here. The Seagulls through Eves. Through the wing. Tegan Brett runs onto it. She's got a number inside 50. The kick is a good one. Howes takes it towards the teeth of goal. Not a good kick. Damon spilled the mark. Could this be the match winner? Fuller's on top of it. And it's in the back. The Blues breathe a sigh of relief. It's not quite over yet. But it has to be rectified soon. Mark dropped. Great pressure from the Seagulls. The kick from Hall was obstructed. Trindade looking for Plunkett, but the handball was overcooked. Bursting through is Gus. Inside attacking 50. Mark spilled. Howes is down there. Burke handballs it out to Damon. Damon's kick to Scott. Scott can go now. She's got a world of room. Spegan can also move quickly, but has nothing forward. The overlap handball from Scott, who did so well, but then she was put under immediate pressure. The handball wasn't great. Whiting stood her ground, picked it up, but then was tackled. Game has opened up. 12 and a half gone, so 7.5 to play. A quick goal for Carlton makes this so much more interesting. Summerhall gets it out. DeMeo to a one-on-one. Spegan couldn't take the mark. How was that disposed of? Whiting. Trindade takes the intercept mark. Spegan was so close to having that shot. Here's the overlapping run. The kick inside, attacking 50 to a pack. Whiting will sit underneath it. Can't take the mark. DeSanto's there. Came to Eves. Breaks the tackle. Another intercept, and it's Damon who this time moves quickly. Inside attacking 50. How will this bounce? Wrigley had 2 players to overcome and got the looping handball over to DeAngelis. Molly Simpson says, let's just go easy. Let's slow it down a little bit. We've repelled all day. Let's keep doing it. Take up some time. Thornycroft again. Another disposal. Over the head, Burke got the kick away. A little touch there came from Summerhall. DeAngelis. Her kick, and the Blues players all went to ground, so it's a swarm of Seagulls. Lear towards attacking 50. D'Agostino has got Howes running over the back. Will she use her? Kick smothered. DeMeo did really well. Five and a half to go. You feel as though Williamstown, any second that ticks down, will be breathing more and more easily. The Blues just have not been able to penetrate this defence. Just a couple of finishing errors as Grace Matza comes off the ground Sophie Damon comes off the ground for Carlton. Free kick for them. Now they're going to have to go. Robinson, unopposed. McCarthy had to take the mark and did. Their only goal this quarter for the Blues. Now the kick inboard is good. Di Donato, Trindade. Towards attacking 50. Danica DeSanto was there, so was Lamaya. And this is it for the Blues. You think they have to get one now. Then hope from the centre clearance. The tap was good from Russell. Thornycroft using all of that experience. Kick along the wing. Well, won't go out. Trying to paddle it there was Gray. Burke did really well. Maslin, her kick cut off. Thornycroft, a high looping ball. Robinson got the spoil, but it didn't work out. And again, Eves just continues to run as she has done all day. Fitzgerald did very well. Downfield free kick. So Spegan, well, she's outnumbered. The spare inside 50 is Whiting. Spegan's kick spills to the back. McCarthy does well. One-on-one, has to keep it in there, and does. And dangerous tackle paid. 3 minutes on the clock, and Williamstown, they will slow this down and right down. McCarthy can't believe it. Spoil comes, and out of play it goes. They've defended so valiantly today, Williamstown. 5 more inside 50s. Matza got it down. Hall overran it, but then paddled it to the advantage of Robinson. Probably needs to take a bounce. Doesn't need to in the end. Spoil comes. Wrigley wriggles her way through and does very well indeed. Hall takes a great mark. They need to move it quickly now. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Can't afford to stop. The kick spills to ground. It might actually work for the Blues. Those are the kicks that are going to be the ones. Under 2 minutes on the clock. You'd think Williamstown can't lose it now because the Blues still need 3 scores. Di Donato. Danica DeSanto down there. Here is Hall. Soccers it. Dives. The Seagulls again respond. And you would think now that they are going to be the winners and move into the top 6 as they look for another finals berth. Withstood a barrage last week from Sandringham. This consistent lineup, so impressive. And they're probably a clean possession away. DeMeo plays on. The handball not so good. Brilliantly done from Marnie. Went on top of it. Push in the back, and it's going to be Williamstown. It's going to be the Seagulls. 40 seconds on the clock. They've not stopped trying, Carlton. Di Donato over the back. Whiting was the spare. Is there one last roll of the dice? Push in the back, and that will do it. The defence of Williamstown, fittingly it ends in the back 50. They have repelled everything today. And Shani Whiting was in the Rebel Team of the Year as a forward. And she's had a great day as a defender. And speaking of great days, Williamstown hold off a rampaging Blues. Carlton was so close in that last quarter to manufacturing a few opportunities, even late in the third. But it's Williamstown, 5-3-33, score.